DTR, KBP at ng himpilang ito. Anong mga establishmento ang bukas? Public utilities tulad ng water, electricity, internet, at telecommunications. Mga kritikal na serbisyo tulad ng pangongolekta ng basura, funeral services and internment at mga gasolinahan. Business Process Outsourcing o BPO and IT at iba pang export-oriented establishment. Sarado naman ang mga kasino, pasugalan, pogo at mga hotels. Isang paalala mula sa PCOO, DOH, KBP at ng himpilang ito.
Transmitting live from our brand new studios at TV5 Media Center and Reliance Mandaluyong. By land, by sea, and on air. Mula sa pinakamaksyong newsroom sa buong bansa. 25,000 watts. Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM. Iwanan mo na ang lumang tunog ng AM.
Power and Play! Narito na ako, Noli Iyala, kilalanin ang mga nasa likod ng bawat laro. Sa buhay man o sa playing court, game na tayo! Power and Play sa Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM. MECQ patungo sa GCQ. Yan po ang malaking balita in the last few days at yan po ay hindi lamang magandang balita para sa karamihan ng ating mga mamayan na gusto na pong bumalik ang kanilang naiwang buhay bago po yung lockdown, kung hindi para din po sa mundo ng palakasan. At yan po ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon sa Power and Play with Noli Iyala. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat, mga kapatid. Kamusta po kayong lahat? Naku, 2 araw na lamang. Sabi ko na nga, papunta na po tayo sa General Community Quarantine sa buong Kalakhang, Maynila. Of course, lahat po ng areas ng bansa, maliban na lang yata sa Cebu City, ang maiiwan sa MECQ. So, marami po sa atin ay makakapagtrabaho na at kahit papano ay maibabalik na ang regular na routine. Of course, nasa bagong normal po tayo sa tinatawag, kaya patuloy po tayo dapat mag-ingat. Kinakamusta po natin lahat ng ating mga tagapakinig sa Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat, lalong-lalo na ang ating Radyo 5 staff na patuloy na nagtatrabaho ng puspusan dyan sa ating mga studio. Kinakamusta po rin natin lahat ng ating mga nanonood, all of our viewers over at 1PH on Signal TV. Good morning to everyone. This is Power and Play with Noli Iyala. And of course, we're also being seen live via Facebook Live on Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM, and of course, Power and Play with Noli Iyala. We will have a delayed showing of this show on my YouTube channel, the Noli Iyala YouTube channel. And of course, you can catch me on my social media accounts at Instagram, on Twitter. Noli Iyala is the account. All right, mga kaibigan, we've got a lot in store for you today in our show. Pero bago ko po ipakilala at sabihin kung sino-sino ang ating matutunghayan this morning, well, again, as I was saying, in 2 days, papasok na po tayo sa General Community Quarantine. Nako, marami nagtatanong, ano bang ibig sabihin yan para sa ating mga ordinaryong mga mamamayan na mahilig sa sports, mahilig sa palakasan? Alam naman natin yung side ng negosyo, ng ekonomiya, ng pag-iingat. Kahit po tayo nasa GCQ, dapat po patuloy na sumunod sa mga minimum health standards, yung mga requirements natin. Tandaan nyo po, be mad, M-A-D, sa virus, kagaya na sinasabi namin sa Joyride. Be mad. Mask, meron po kayong mask, merong alcohol at distancing. Yan po ang dapat nyo alalahanin. Mad sa virus. This is Power and Play nga pala, hatid sa inyo ng Big Boss Cement, Big Boss Tibay, in cooperation with Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. And sa mga nag-aabang, ano ba ang ibig sabihin pag napunta tayo sa GCQ? Well, alam niyo po, hindi pa rin pwede yung mga leisure activities. Marami na pong pwede, mga halos karamihan na po ng industriya ay pwede nang papasukan, although hindi pa fully complemented ng ating manpower. Meron na pong mga tatakbo na rin mga pampublikong sasakyan pero hindi po lahat. At meron pong pagbawas ng mga pwedeng sumakay. Sa larangan po ng sports, well, meron po mga ika nga nilabas na guidelines ang IATF kung ano po ang mga leisure activities and sporting activities na pwede nating pasukan. Ha? Ito po iisa-isahin ko lang po ang mga listahang inilabas ng IATF. Una-una po yung running. Pwede na pong outdoor running, ika nga para sa ehersisyo. Pwede po ang biking. Pwede na rin po ang golf o yung mga mahihilig mag-golf. Last week nakausap natin si Bones Floro. Yun yung sinasabi niyang announcement na gagawin. Ginawa na nga po. Pwede na ang golf, although meron pa rin mga guidelines para dyan. Pwede na rin po ang swimming. Basta lang po merong social distancing. Laps lang, hindi pwede yung leisure na swimming. Pwede po ang tennis, badminton, equestrian, at skateboarding. Of course, ang sinasabi po ng guidelines, pwede pong gawin lahat ito. Ang kailangan lang po ay patuloy na susunod sa mga patakaran ng IATF in terms of the minimum health standards. May mask, meron pong paglilinis ng kamay, paghuhugas, at meron din pong social distancing. Bawal din po ang maghiraman ng mga equipment kung kayo ay maglalaro. Alam mo, ang tanong ko lang dito, kung pwede na pala yung takbo, pwede bang maglaro ng football na mag-isa sa isang field? Pwede ba yun? Kasi although hindi nilagay doon sa guidelines ng IATF, pareho din naman po yan. Parang tumatakbo, meron ka lang daladalang bola. Kung lalong-lalo na kung wala kang kalaro at isang football field. How about basketball? Pwede na kaya yung maglaro-laro lamang, mag-dribble sa labas, mag-shooting-shooting kung meron kang ring? Sa tingin ko, ang problema lang naman ho kasi sa mga sports na yan, team sport, pagka merong narinig na tumatalbog na bola sa inyong mga kalsada o di kaya sa mga neighborhood, sa community parks at sa mga laruang pambayan, minsan nagsasama-sama na at doon medyo mahirap i-control ang mga taong dumadating. Kaya po, nasa sa atin na po nasa sa atin na po rin ang pag-iingat sapagkat alam naman natin ang gobyerno po ay gabay lamang. Nasa sa atin na po kung ating papayagan ng ating mga anak, ang ating sarili. Hindi bawal ang mga bata nga pala, bawal lumabas po ang mga bata pero tayo po kung gusto nating gumawa ng isang bagay, nasa sa atin na po kung gusto nating mag-ingat o gusto nating bigla na lang hindi na sumunod sa mga batayan at tayo po ang magiging magkakaroon ng problema. So, again, amin pong paalala mula sa Power and Play, ingat-ingat lang po. Bagamat nasa GCQ na tayo o sa Lunes, nasa GCQ na po tayo, wag po tayong padalos-dalos sa ating mga gagawin. Kung hindi po kailangan lumabas, manatili na lamang sa inyong mga tahanan. Alright mga kaibigan, ngayon pong araw na ito, marami tayong makakasama. In our second hour, makakasama po natin ang dalawa sa mga naging arkitekto ng championship, yung Grand Slam run ng San Miguel Beer. Walang iba kundi si Coach Norman Black at si Don Ramon Fernandez. Makakasama po natin sila mamaya. Of course, makakausap din po natin mamaya ang isang volleyball royalty, one of the stars of our volleyball program in the Philippines, Bryan Bagunas, na fresh mula sa kanyang stint mula sa Japan. And mamaya po ating makakausap din ang isang pinuno ng very popular na esports na nagbigay ng ilang medalyang ginto din para sa Pilipinas nung Southeast Asian Games, si Alvin Huban. Makakasama natin siya mamaya. And finally, may updates tayo tungkol sa NBA. Si Homer Sison, babalik ulit at tayo chichismisan. Bibigyan ng mga balita. Dahil ang balita po natin ngayon, ang NBA ay baka magsimula na by July 31. Naku magandang balita yan. Hindi lamang para sa NBA, pero para sa mga liga dito na maging modelo para kopyahin ang ginagawa ng NBA. Alright, pero bago po lahat ng yan, ibabalik natin ang kwentuhan natin last week. Kasama si EJ Obiena, yung ating pole vaulter. Medyo last week, medyo nagkaroon tayo ng technical difficulties. Pero ngayon, ibabalik po natin yung ating naging panayam sa kanya. Bago po yan, however, ito po ang ating Pulso ng Bayan ngayong araw pong ito. Kung gusto niyo kami samahan, ang ating pupulsuhan sa dinami-dami ng mga nilabas na guidelines po ng IATF. Ano pong sports, sa tingin niyo, ano pong sports ang dapat idagdag sa listahan ng mga aprubadong sports sa ilalim ng GCQ? Nakita naman po natin, sabi ko nga kanina, running, biking, golf, swimming, tennis, badminton, equestrian, skateboarding. Puro mga outdoor sports ito ano po sa tingin nyo ang dapat idagdag dyan sa listahan na yan sa ilalim ng GCQ? Kung gusto niyo pong maki-komentaryo o makipag-usap sa amin tungkol dyan, well, mag-text lamang sa aming hotline 0949-691-4956 o di kaya mag-post sa aming Facebook page, Power and Play with Noli Yala, o sa Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM. Again, ang ating pupulsuhan po, anong sports ang dapat idagdag sa listahan ng mga aprobadong sports sa ilalim ng GCQ. Alright, at this point mga kaibigan, ipapasok ko na ang aking panayam kasama ng ating Olympic pole vault hopeful EJ Obiena.
Kasama po natin ngayon, walang iba kundi ang ating Olympic-bound athlete, si Ernest John EJ Obiena. Bon Pomerigio o Bona Serrata. EJ.
Kamusta po? Okay naman po. Mabuti naman po. Kayo po.
Alam mo, nung huli ka namin nakita, of course, was during the Southeast Asian Games. Ako personally, I saw you on TV at least when nakuha mo yung record. Nung tayo nagkausap last year, of course, yung pa mga plano mo to make it to the Olympics. Ngayon, nakapasok ko na sa Olympics. But before I talk about yung journey mo patungo sa Tokyo Olympics, you are currently in Formia, Italy?
Yes po.
And alam natin ng Italy was the center of the coronavirus in Europe. Napakaraming namatay dyan. Can you just describe to us nung panahon na yon, nung kasagsagan ng pandemic? Ano ba, nakakatakot ba? Anong naramdaman mo, EJ, during that time?
Before everything happened, bago po talaga mag-boom, kasi I went back, so nagkakaroon na nung medyo cases pa lang, nag-start pa lang po yung cases. During that time, medyo may konting, I'll say, racism in a way, kasi I mean, I get why they are scared. I look Chinese, so they don't know if I came from China or something. So basically, before the lockdown, the people were already avoiding me in a way. To be honest, I was shocked when the lockdown just happened. It's so fast. Kasi, sabi nila, there will be some red zone, usually north of Italy, which is far from Formia. We see like some cities there. Then sabi nila, that's red zone. Nobody goes in, nobody goes out of that city. But the rest of Italy should be free. Then that basically stick for a day or two. Then they just said, okay, no, the whole Italy is in red zone. So nobody goes in, nobody goes out, nobody can travel. Basically, you stay put where you are. So
nung panahon na yon, EJ, you were not allowed to go out, obviously. How were you trying to keep in shape nung panahon na yon na ikaw nasa loob lang ng condominium mo?
Actually, around that time, it's the training center was open. Like the early part, like the first 2 weeks of the lockdown was open. So life kind of goes on in a way, To be honest, my lifestyle, is not really that far from the quarantine state because I stay home, I train, then I go back. Everything kind of changed when the training center closed. I think 6 weeks ago. So when that closed, that kind of just hit me a little bit more. I mean, first I need to cook for myself. Then second, I need to find a way to stay fit. So I'm lucky that I have a training partner like Tiago who opened his house for me to, so I can train because I basically have like a flat. It's not really a big place, but he has like a house and he has his backyard. That's his garden in a way. So what I did is basically I go there to train with him and with coach, to prepare to stay fit in a way, in some sort of way, just try to stay healthy, stay fit, not lose everything.
Yeah. Well, it's probably very taxing not only on your part as an athlete but also on your finances. Dahil alam naman natin, you are far away from home and there's a lot of things na kailangan mong gastusan. How is your funding for your training? Sinabi sa amin ni Chairman Butch Ramirez that kahit papano lahat ng mga national elite athletes natin ay nabibigyan ng allowances. Ikaw ba, you are getting enough support from the Philippine Sports Commission, from private organizations? Kamusta ang funding mo, EJ?
Funding wise, I mean, it's okay. It's not. I mean, I have PSC has a budget for me until August, from what I know. So that funding I'm using for my accommodation, for my training, but expenses is a little bit more right now because usually I just eat in the training center. But now I need to cook. I need to buy my own food, which is a little bit more expensive from what I've been seeing expenses at this past few weeks. But I mean, other than that, it's okay. I'm very lucky that I have PSC support. My federation, Patafa, is making sure that I have everything that I need. It's more
Mabuti.
To be honest. It's more of just hard. It's a little bit. I mean, each and everyone is hit in a different way.
Okay. Well, ngayon, it's back to normal. I mean, Italy is starting to open up and you're back to training. Is that correct?
Yes, but I think it just opened last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, the training center. But I mean, the training center is open, but nobody's staying inside. The cafeteria where I usually eat is still closed. There are shops still closed, but they're slowly starting to open up. Life is somehow coming back to the new normal in a way.
Right. All right. And kanina nabanggit mo that you're very fortunate to have your coaches with you. I know that you have been originally trained, of course, by your father, si Emerson Obiena, who trained you early on in your career. And of course, now you have a wonderful and five-star coach in Vitaly Petrov, who was the coach of Sergey Bubka and all of these world champions. You're also being coached by Sir Jim Lafferty, of course. If you compare all of your coaches, kasama na yung father mo, ano yung adjustments mo going through one and the other? And ano ba ang mga natutunan mo sa mga iba't ibang coaches na humawak sa iyo, EJ?
Oh, that's tough. I think I wouldn't be here without all of them, Basically, they basically built me, they mold me to what I am now. Basically, my dad started me since I was a kid, nung bata pa ako. So, I was 4 years old, kasama po sa track oval, dun po yung parang, in a way, parang park, yung playground, in a way, during that time. So, basically, my dad trained me from the start until I was 15, 16, 17. That's when I met Vitaly Petrov, who was introduced by Sergey, actually, back in Philippines. So that's when we started working. I think, to be honest, each of them have definitely different strong points, and but I wouldn't be with Vitaly without my dad, and I wouldn't be with Vitaly as well without Sir Jim. They all are not just coaches for me; they're more of mentors, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Well, alam natin that Vitaly Petrov is a legend. Sergey Bubka had 6 world championships. He had an Olympic gold medal. He reset the world record 35 times. He was also the mentor of Yelena, who was also a 17-time world champion. I'm very interested. What kind of pole vault system, technical-wise, ang naituturo ng isang katulad ni Vitaly Petrov? And I mean, for an 82-year-old coach to be so effective, he must have a fantastic system na ipapasa niya sa kanyang mga atleta.
He's actually just 75. But,
okay, 75. Binatanda ko ng konti.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter. He's a little bit old. He's getting old, but he's a really his attention to detail is outrageous. I have never seen anyone that much attention in training. When we're training, it's like I've been training with him for 5 years now, but each day, this is not a joke. Each day I learn something new, and I'm like, how is this even possible? The way he looks at vaulting, it's not just how you move. It's why you move that way as well, and why is even your fingers, like how they are positioned. He's so detailed into that. So I think that kind of carries over to the athletes in some way. That's why he created so much world champions, so much world record holder, Olympic champions.
Yeah.
That's his method, is just working for the event.
Well, obviously it has worked for you, EJ, dahil you've made the qualifying standard for the Tokyo Olympics with a record of 5.81 that you did in Chiara, Italy, and of course nanalo ka ng gold sa Southeast Asian Games. Now, we know that the Tokyo Olympics has been rescheduled for next year. Unang-una, how does that throw back or affect your own personal timetable? Alam natin you were building up for the Olympics just before the lockdown. Does this throw you off completely, or you welcome this particular postponement dahil may oras ka?
Nung una pong nalaman ko, medyo naligaw ako in a way, parang what happened, may shock in a moment na like parang tinama, like anong nangyari? Wait, totoo ba to? Parang ganun, may ganung moment na then I'm still going to training, pero you're very unmotivated in a way. You feel lost. To be honest, I felt lost for maybe a week or two. I was like, what am I preparing for right now? So what's happening? It's not that I'm out of motivation in a way, but I just didn't have a sense of direction. I'm just like, okay, ano nang gagawin ko susunod? So cancel yung Olympics. What will happen? Parang ganon. Pero basically, I had a talk with the coach. So he told me, you're an athlete. Olympics might be this year, next year, 2024, whenever. Each day you go to training, you try to improve yourself. If there's competition or not, you still try to improve yourself. That's what you do. That's what athletes do. At least good athletes as well. So that kind of just hit me. I was like, okay, there's another perspective in this situation. Now I have more time to be better when it comes to 2021. So I'm just looking at it that way. So now my outlook to it is positive. I have more time to be ready. I have more time to be stronger, to be more efficient in my technique. So I'm just using it.
That's good. At least the mindset is there and the motivation remains. Now, when you talk about the Tokyo Olympics, obviously there is a particular benchmark na hinahanap mo, EJ. Your 5.81 was a qualifying standard. But when you talk about the Olympics itself, what is the height that you are looking at, and how far are you from there? Ano sa tingin mo ang kulang pa sa ginagawa mo ngayon, and what do you want to improve in terms of your technique?
Height-wise, I think I'm not really that far. I'll say, because it always depends on the day, But based on 2016, the bronze was 585, second was 596. So it's not. I'm not gonna say it's close, but it's not far.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm within range. To be honest, the standard was just way too high this year for everyone. I don't even think there's like maybe 10, maybe 15 people qualified. So it's ridiculous mark. I don't know why they put it. So anyway, regarding the technique, to be honest, I'm trying to work on my running. I mean, that's already a strong point of mine, in my opinion, my running in the pole vaulting event. But at the same time, there's much more for me to improve there. If I can improve my speed, I can use a bigger pole or a stiffer one. Therefore, if logically speaking, I should be jumping higher if I hold a stiffer pole or a longer one as well. So that's basically what we're working on at the moment. But
Alright.
we have a lot of things that we still can work on, especially with my coach.
Well, obviously, the work never stops hanggang umabot ka sa Tokyo Olympics. No, but
Yes,
talking about that, and all of the difficulties that you've gone through, alam natin yan, EJ, in your own short career, you've gone through everything. You had an ACL tear back in 2017 na denied you of a potential medal in the Southeast Asian Games. And now here comes the pandemic that has denied you, at least temporarily, nitong pagtungtong mo sa Tokyo Olympics. What has this taught you? What kind of mindset and mental toughness has this given you to even push further on with your goals?
to be honest, I just had this eureka moment yesterday while thinking about all of this. It's like how you just look at things. It's more of how you deal with it. It's not really what happens. It's how you look at the things that's happening. Most of the things that happen to me are totally out of my control. So I couldn't have done something else like this one. I mean, last year I didn't really expect that there's going to be a virus coming in. So it's totally unexpected. The same with my ACL injury. It's just a matter of how you try to look at it. It's like when I tore my ACL, I really felt like the world just came crashing down. It's like, okay, I can't even walk. What am I supposed to do? But looking at it now, that ACL injury made me stronger, especially mentally stronger. I ended up deciding one of the biggest decisions in my life, and like just focusing on sports and thinking that, hey, basically I teach me how to prioritize things and look at things in a different way, I'll say in a more mature way. So I think this pandemic is teaching me something. I still haven't really learned it. I think I'm still looking for the lesson, but I'm looking at it in a positive way and just not thinking of it like in a negative way.
Well, that's a good way to really look at all of the tragedies in our life, no? Pero eto, EJ, alam ko na matagal pang Tokyo Olympics. Diyan ka na ba muna hanggang dumating ang 2021, or do you have plans to come home? Assuming that sports restarts, what are your short-term plans, ika nga, EJ?
If it's just me, I want to go back home. To be honest, I want to be back with my family. This thing is really very taxing psychologically. It's not really more in my body; it's more in my mind. I mean, I'm living alone here for a really long time, and I don't really see anyone. I train with the same people. I'm not saying I don't want to see my coach or my friend or my training partner. It's not that, but in this time, you want to be with your family. You want to be with the people that you care about. But at the same time, I feel responsible in a way that not just to the people, to myself as well, to do whatever I can to prepare for the 2020 Olympics. That's my dream. And I want to be on that stage thinking I have done everything that I can. And so I don't feel any regret. And at the moment, I think it is the best of interest for me as an athlete to stay here and train, because I have the training facility here. I have my coach here. If I go back to the Philippines, there's no place, no track, there's no.
Yeah.
I would just stay home, and I don't think that's what I would want, but that's not what I should do.
Well, on that note, it's kahanga-hanga ang ginagawa mo, and I think on that note we can leave this this episode right now, hoping that we can do another one just before as we track your progress patungo sa Tokyo 2021. So EJ, we wish you all the best. I hope you stay safe wherever you may be and wherever you go. At tandaan mo that ang buong sambayan ng Pilipino ay nagdarasal para sa iyo.
Maraming salamat po. Stay safe rin po sa inyo.
Maraming salamat. Alright mga kaibigan, yan po ang naging panayam natin kay EJ Obiena, ang ating Olympic hopeful para sa Tokyo Olympics na ngayon ay nasa Italia para mag-training. Sana nga, tuloy-tuloy na ang kanyang paggaling and of course yung kanyang paghahangad doon sa ikang mark na hahabuli niya para po makakuha ng medalya sa Olympiada. We will take a quick break. Sa aming pong pagbabalik, ang ating pong makakausap at ang ating pag-uusapan ay ang muling pag-restart ng NBA sa Estados Unidos. Sabi nila, July 31 na daw ang restart ng NBA. And we will be talking to our resident NBA beat writer, si Homer Sison, sa pagbabalik po ng Power and Play with Com Noli Iala, hatid sa inyo ng Big Boss Cement, Big Boss sa Tibay.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iala.
Sama-sama, tulong-tulong, nating labanan ng COVID-19. Kaya natin to, wag lang matakot. Kung sama-sama, ay walang problema. Labanan ng COVID, labanan ng COVID. Kaya natin to.
Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, pumunta sa doh.gov.ph o sundan ang official DOH Facebook page.
Ang nanay ko, doktor.
Si tatay ay nagtatrabaho bilang pulis.
Ang ina ko ay sa home pharmacist.
Akong amay, usa ka nurse.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Araw-araw nilang nilalagay ang kanilang buhay sa peligro. Sa ngalan ng serbisyo, hindi lang para sa mga mahal nila sa buhay, kundi para sa ating lahat. Kaya't sa ating mga Filipino frontliners, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Lahat kami ay saludo at sumusuporta sa inyo.
Atid sa inyo ng PCOO, DOH, KBP at ng himpilang ito.
Anong ibig sabihin ng home quarantine? Ito po ay kusang pananatili sa loob ng bahay sa loob ng 14 na araw. Ang mga taong ito ay walang sakit, pero galing sa lugar kung saan laganap ang isang nakakahawang sakit. Ang hakbang na ito ay upang malimitahan ang pagkalat ng sakit. Makipag-ugnayan sa pinakamalapit na health facility.
Basta't laging handa at sama-sama, kaya natin to. Hatid sa inyo ng PCOO, DOH, KBP at ng himpilang ito.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iala.
Magang pagpati sa mga nakatune in natin ngayon sa Power and Play. Maraming salamat kay Bruno Tumpag. Sabi niya, Com Noli, pa-shoutout po lamang sa mga followers nyo sa Power and Play every Saturday dito po sa Barangka, Ilaya, lalo na kay Tantan Namado. Magandang umaga po at mga Tantan. Kamusta rin kay Alex Fuentes, ang ating suki mula sa Bacolod, kay Jenaline Balina, kay Linsky Silaras, Cristita Colas, Natalia Madia mula sa Germany, si Efren Argame, si Kaloy Ramos, magandang umaga partner, and of course si Joy Abaha ang kasama natin sa Power Day. Good morning to all of you watching Power and Play this Saturday. Sana po gawin nyo kaming agahan. Alright, nga pala, belated happy birthday sa ating mga kaibigan, si paring Roman Santos. Happy birthday, partner. Also to Dr. Mark Brillantes, happy birthday. And to my neighbor, Attorney Tita Baby Sibal, happy birthday. Also to Attorney Jojo Desiderio and Attorney Dindo Hidalgo. Belated happy birthday to all of you, to all the celebrants that are celebrating their birthdays. Alam mo, hirap talaga mag-birthday kasi lahat tayo naka-lockdown. Alright, at this point, ang pinag-uusapan po lately is paano ba magsisimula uli ang ating mga palakasan, mga liga ng palakasan, our sports leagues. Ang PBA, pinag-uusapan yan right now. I think they will take it up very soon. Pero of course, there's a model that everyone is looking at. Bagamat nagsimula na po yung ibang liga, yung pong mga soccer leagues in Europe, pero ang nakatutok pa rin, napansin ay sa NBA. And recently, in fact, I think a few days ago, nagkaroon po ng meeting ang NBA board at mukhang pinag-uusapan na ang restart muli ng pinakamalaking liga ng basketball sa buong mundo. And right now, the latest I've heard is that they may begin on the 31st of July in Walt Disney World sa Orlando, Florida, in a concept that we have been discussing maybe 2-3 weeks ago. At mukhang nagdahan-dahan ng nabubuo itong konseptong ito. And right now, para po tayo bigyan ng paliwanag at di ka nga konti pang dagdag na kaalaman, kasama po natin ang ating kaibigan, ang ating NBA beat reporter live from Chicago. Walang iba kundi si Homer Sison. Homer?
Good morning, Commissioner. Good morning sa mga listeners natin. Today would have been a perfect day for you to wear a Knicks outfit, Commissioner, because there is good news in Gotham.
I know, but unahin ko muna yung champion ano. Which is for which team this year, Homer?
Los Angeles Clippers.
Pag-usapan natin yan. But let me ask you first. Of course, this is the news that has been coming out and breaking out, and I've seen your tweets, the Homer's home runs. But the latest that I've been seeing is that there might be maaaring July 31 ang pagpapasimula ng NBA. What is the latest, Homer? And is there enough time for an NBA restart?
Yes, the latest, Commissioner, is this. The Board of Governors and Commissioner Adam Silver actually met today, but a vote will be made next Thursday, which is 6 days from now. And there are four propositions on how to restart the NBA na submit kanina sa table ni Commissioner Adam Silver. Proposal number 1 is to go directly to restart the NBA playoffs na agad. And the seedings would be based on the March 12 regular season standings upon which the NBA was stopped. Ang pangalawang proposition, Commissioner, is to restart the remaining regular season games and then conduct a play-in tournament. The other one is to invite all 30 teams, and then instead of a play-in tournament, there is going to be the traditional playoffs and seeding. And then the other one is diretso na sa playoffs with a World Cup style stage bracketing. So those are the four proposals made, and then from what I've understood is that si Commissioner Adam Silver will choose on one and recommend to the the NBA Board of Governors, who had given him the carte blanche authority to how to manage this thing or how to handle these things. At the end of the day, Commissioner, it's just I liken this to, para bang it's like making edamame sushi. It is about the integrity of your ingredients and the meticulous preparation. Kasi there is a proposal na kung idiretso mo kasi ang playoffs, Commissioner, that means teams like the San Antonio Spurs, Portland Trail Blazers, New Orleans Pelicans, they are automatically out. But technically, they are 3 games away from the 8 playoffs berth. Can you imagine a round 1 series, Lakers or Pelicans, or round 1 series against the Blazers and Lakers? And the Blazers, the most important thing here, Commissioner, is that the Blazers have Yusuf Nurkic is back, Yusuf Nurkic, and Zach Collins. This is their core that went to the Western Conference Finals last year. So there are many things to sort out. That is why, Commissioner Silver gets the big bucks. He makes these decisions.
Alam mo, Homer, well, we've seen how Adam Silver has conducted himself, and it's talaga namang kahanga-hanga the way he gathers consensus, kung paano siya gumagawa ng mga hakbang patungo sa isang napakalaking desisyon. Of course, he has surveyed most, if not all, of the GMs as we know it, and there have been reports na 50% of the GMs have voted to go straight to the playoffs, or at least even more. There are also reports that 50% voted for the reseeding and the disregarding of the conferences, as you have said. Pero ang sinasabi ni Adam Silver, there is no commitment to any one plan at this time. and there is still the call was simply to gather more information. From the looks of it, though, Homer, what do you think will most likely be the decision that Adam Silver will be making?
For me, Commissioner, I think they will go to the third proposition, which is to finish the regular season and then conduct the playoffs as we traditionally. Kasi in this time of confusion, familiarity brings a certain comfort. And if you, kasi kung this is not the time to reseed and disregard conferences, you go back to what is familiar. You go back to what has been working. So yun ang, I think that would eventually be what Commissioner Silver will decide, and then the NBA Board of Governors will
Okay.
approve. Kasi
Let me ask you,
Yeah,
let me
go
ask
ahead.
you, Homer, bakit, ang alam natin that this will also be done at Walt Disney World,
Yes.
Orlando, Florida.
Correct.
And they will be playing in the ESPN complex there, no? Can you
Yes.
tell us bakit doon? Can you, in other words, describe to us, ano ba laman yung complex na yan na ito ay magiging enough to hold these many teams, these many games for the NBA?
It is 225 acres, Commissioner, so there is plenty of room for social distancing. Secondly, the World Disney Resort, which houses the ESPN complex, is used as a convention city. Sanay na sila to host a convention, just like Las Vegas, that has the infrastructure to host 30 teams and playoffs, and the staff, the referees, and everything else. And also, Disney, ESP is under the umbrella of ESPN, who also has a big economic stake on this, being one of the biggest, who has owned one of the biggest TV deals that the NBA has with TNT and ESPN and ABC. So that's it. But in terms of the ability to handle it, kasi, Commissioner, it all boils down to the ability to handle this, to police this, to put this in a bubble. So Orlando, and then also the favorable weather. So it just fits like a glove here for Walt Disney Complex.
What about the plan? If matuloy nga, July 31 to restart, ang sabi they will end around October. Paano yung next season, Homer? What is the plan of the NBA?
The next season would, ito nga, that's why if you remember 2 weeks ago when we were speaking about this, sabi ko, would you rather save this season and then compromise the integrity of next season? But there is so much money at stake, Commissioner. Kasi here's the thing. Ang problema kasi ng most of the teams, the reason why they want to finish the regular seasons is this. Yung kontrata ng NBA, ESPN, TNT, and ABC, those are only for games in the playoffs. Itong mga individual teams like the Chicago Bulls, they have an own TV deal, local TV deal with NBC Sports Chicago. Milwaukee has Fox Sports Chicago. Those are unrealized income. Those contracts have to be met. Kaya kailangan nilang i-play. So, to answer your question, they are thinking about moving next season somewhere January, February. So, namumove ang calendar ng Commissioner. It's very complicated because then you're looking at football. If you start kasi January, you are going eye-to-eye ratings, toe-to-toe with football, which is a behemoth in TV ratings here in America. So, mahirap. So, but for now, I think the focus is to just get this thing started and then cross the bridge when they get there in terms of the 2021 season.
Well, obviously, everybody's trying to just finish something or restart something and get things done. But obviously, kung magsisimula sila ng January, Homer, that will affect even their schedule for the next year. But let me ask you about the players who have left the United States. What is the plan recently? Alam natin, they've already started recalling their players back to their training facilities. Katulad ni Luka Doncic, who left the US. What is the plan of the NBA for these players who have gone out of the country?
The NBA has already secured a travel ban clearance from the State Department, allowing these players who are playing for teams here to come back to the United States. So may mga special travel permits sila, Commissioner. And the only problem here is not coming into the United States, but melding into your team. Kasi mahirap. Just consider this, Commissioner. How do you properly prepare? For instance, right now, 22 of 30 teams are opening their training. Pero ang problema, they only allow 4 at a time in the basketball court. Now, when you shoot, example, if Damian Lillard shoots a ball, pag nagre-rebound yung ball, nagkakaroon, nobody else is allowed to touch that but him and the ball boy assigned to him or assistant coach. So it's a very tedious, it's a very hard process to get accustomed to. So yan, pumapasok na ang, the other variables like conditioning, chemistry, all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So napaka-complicated, Commissioner. Like I said, this is so hard.
And I've heard, Homer, there are a few players na who have expressed their ika nga, doubt on this plan dahil nga sa possibility na magkaroon ng positive testing sa one or two players or anybody within that bubble concept na nag-uusapan nila. So, what is the position of the NBA kung mangyari ito? I'm sure they will be doing a lot of testing, but kung meron nga na magkaroon ng positive result dito, will they shut down the entire league again?
I think from what I heard is that i-quarantine yung player, and it's hard, Commissioner, because these athletes are very healthy. If you remember, itong mga players ng Utah, some of the players of Utah, Jazz, Mitchell and Gobert, when they tested positive, they did not have symptoms because they're so healthy. And then when you come back to playing, it's so hard to socially distance when you're playing man-to-man defense. You have to be inches away from, the breath of your opponent and all that stuff. So, and here's the dilemma. It's a very good question you ask. What do you do kung si LeBron nga? What does it do to the chances of the Los Angeles Lakers if you do not allow LeBron to play for the next 2 weeks, although he is symptomatic? And then, wow. So yun ang sinabi ko sa column ko. There will be more asterisks than there will be all-stars in this restart. It is so complicated. Because of the money, Commissioner, there's just so money at stake. It is up to, according to the Wall Street Journal, the losses, if they completely eradicate this season, the losses in basketball revenue could amount to at least $2 billion.
Wow. Kaya naman talaga pinipilit nila magsimula. All right, let me leave that a little bit. I'm sure that we will be seeing a lot more development coming up next week. As you said, Thursday will be the vote, and we're looking forward to hearing the announcement. Now, you talked about the New York Knicks. Alam natin that there are now many developments as to the head coach. Not that many people care. No, not in the Philippines, although, of course. But we're hearing names like Mike Miller, Kenny Atkinson, and of course, Tom Thibodeau. What do you think is the direction na pupuntahan ng New York?
100% Tom Thibodeau. The names, Commissioner Atkinson and Mike Miller, are shiny, bright objects. But it is only because the teams have to do their due diligence. They cannot just say, hey, the NBA mandates teams in searches for general manager. It does not mandate. It encourages you to have a search. So they have to put names out there. It's like a dog and pony show. Like, hey, we did this, we did that. I'm not saying that Atkinson and Miller are not good, viable candidates, but I'm just saying Tom Thibodeau, he can be very caustic. He can be very demanding, but he also reminds me of Jack Nicholson's character in A Few Good Men. You want him on that wall. You need him on that wall. So yun na nga, itong si Tom Thibodeau, I know him personally. I covered the Bulls when he was here for 5 years. And his saving grace, which is a disciplinarian, a guy who, tingnan mo nga ginawa ni Thibodeau here in 5 years. Jimmy Butler, he was a second-round player. He made him into an all-star. Derrick Rose turned him into an MVP. Jakeem Noah turned him into a two-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year and a multiple all-star. And then we have scrubs that we have barely heard before, like Nate Robinson, Aaron Brooks, Taj Gibson, all those guys under the watch of Taj Gibson became exceptionally good players. Nang ito si James Dolan, ang may-ari ng New York Knicks, when he contracted the coronavirus, some disgusted New York fans said it was the only positive news they've had in many years. Pero ngayon, it's Tom Thibodeau, and I think Tom Thibodeau will get the nod, Commissioner. There is just no way they're not hiring Tom Thibodeau.
Give me one last question, Homer, as we're running out of time. Just one final question. And I want to shift to boxing.
Yes.
You cover boxing as well. What's happening with boxing? What are the developments? Kasi nakita natin MMA has started already. But, boxing has not. We see Mike Tyson na pumuporma-porma. He's looking at Evander Holyfield. But is there a restart of boxing that we're seeing very soon? Very briefly.
June 9. Start na sila ng June 9. And in fact, I spoke a column coming for spin in the next few days. Nakausap ko si Sean Gibbons, ang president ng Manny Pacquiao Promotions. Inoue Casimero fight is etched in stone, August. They just don't know. They're finalizing the date, but talagang laban sila. It's not canceled. It's just postponed, and they're gonna fight August.
Very good. Well, we're seeing normalcy slowly getting back into the world of sports, and sana nga makita na natin din pati ang ating mga local leagues na magsimula.
I don't know about
it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
I don't know about normalcy because I think with no fans it would be like watching a Blackwater game.
That's true. That's true.
Excuse me. So
Pero
before
may laro.
Yes, at least may laro. But Commissioner, before I go, shout out lang one of your bigger fans. He's from Iloilo. Balt Chavez, contributor namin sa Spin. He covered the Summer League with me. And he described best ang power and play daw. Searing in eloquence, soaring with excitement.
Wow.
Pero I think Commissioner, I think he was also describing my column at spin.ph.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So maraming salamat, Commissioner. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.
Salamat, mga kaibigan. Po si Homer Saison, ang ating resident NBA contributor dito sa Power and Play, live from Chicago. Naku, talaga namang ang daming balita na lumalabas tungkol sa NBA and atin pong tututukan yan. Dahil again, ang sinasabi po natin, hindi dahil mahalaga sa ating buhay ito. Pero alam niyo po, yung gagawin ng NBA, ang pwede maging modelo ng gagawin ng mga liga dito sa ating bansa. Lalong-lalo na ang PBA. And again, consensus building, pakikipag-usap sa kanilang mga partner, and of course, yung pagtatanong sa kanilang mga players. Mahalaga po yan, ha? Dahil alam niyo, may mga player talaga na medyo alanganin sa pagsisimula muli ng sports. Alright, at this point, mga kaibigan, marami pa po tayong kakausapin. And right now, ang ating pong makakausap, alam niyo po, isang may aspect ng sports na hindi tinamaan, I think, ng pandemic. Ito pong e-sports. Alam niyo po yung electronic sports, yung mga larong katulad ng Mobile Legends, Call of Duty, Tekken, Dota 2, parang alam ko, no? Naglalaro ko yung WGT Golf. Ayan. Yan ang natutunan ko dito sa pandemic, dito sa COVID-19. Naglaro ako ng esports na golf. Talagang napakaganda. And it's really exciting. And today we have with us no other than the team manager of the Philippine team, Sibol. Walang iba kundi si Alvin Huban. Magandang umaga, Alvin.
Good morning, Commissioner. Good morning. So thank you for having me.
Okay, let me just get this right. Is it Huban or Juban?
Huban.
Huban.
Oh.
Yeah, para maliwanag.
It's kind of Spanish. It's kind of Spanish.
Oo nga. Alam mo kasi ako, nung araw, ang pangalan ko, laging Ayala eh. Kaya, tama. Ano sabi, no? Okay, sabi. Well, unang-una, sabi ko nga, no, maybe in this pandemic, isa lang ang hindi tinamaan, and that is esports. Because in fact, the way I see it generally, mas naging popular pa kayo dahil lahat ng tao nasa loob ng bahay. Is that your take, Alvin?
Actually, no, tinamaan din. Tinamaan talaga globally yung esports because the biggest events in the world, even in esports, malaki pa rin yung factor ng live audience. Sa finals, yung mga ganon. It's a big factor, you know, that's what the sponsors look at, just like any other traditional sport. Tinamaan din. But, you know, again, swerte naman na esports is founded on digital. So it's been easier for us to switch our tournaments to fully online. So so we're surviving. We're surviving, and we still have a very good calendar for 2020.
Alam mo, after the playing of esports in the Southeast Asian Games, which incidentally was the very first time, mga kapatid, na nilaro po in a competitive tournament in a multi-country event ang esports, no? It has been being supported, of course, by the IOC, and we're looking forward to the esports being part of many other continental and world championships. But right now, after the SEA Games, meron nga nagsabi you had glowing numbers in terms of popularity during the Southeast Asian Games. No, why do you think is esports becoming so popular? Hindi ba to cultivating a culture? And I hope I'm not being offensive, pero isn't this cultivating a culture of catatonia? Yung bang stupor, yung you just stay in your couch and play. Why is it so popular, Alvin?
Well, before I participated in esports, I'm actually by profession, I'm a game developer. I really develop games. So I've been in the game industry for 10 years. And I deal with the likes of PlayStation and Xbox and many other mobile games. And that's always been the question. Are we promoting that kind of culture? But you see, esports, the professional playing of video games it's entertainment. It's just like entertainment. It's just like you watching the NBA. A lot of people watch NBA but can't really play basketball that well. So we have to change our mindset, and that's why the SEA Games is very, very important, because we showed the world, and especially our countrymen, that these guys, our athletes in esports, are real athletes. They really practice. They have to keep healthy, mentally and physically. So that's what we're fighting.
And that's what I want to bring out here. Kasi tama yan, and not that I agree with those opinions, but I totally agree that these are athletes who need to be mentally, physically, and psychologically sharp. No, in that sense, Alvin, as manager of the Seaball team, our national team, anong ginagawa nila? Anong ginagawa nila for mental fatigue? Alam natin, they play hours and hours on. Anong ginagawa nila for physical development just to keep up with the demands of esports?
Actually, the real the athletes that represented us, our national athletes, as we refer to them, they really came from very good clubs. Their management are real professionals, and they actually have been requiring their players, their athletes, to have physical regimen. We actually have one club member there that actually has built facilities. I mean, weights for training. It's a little gym inside their boot camp. And because this is what we see with international, they're doing this and we're doing it as well. So you have to. And if they want to, besides the stimulation, sometimes of course they have to zone out, take a vacation, and and chill, as much as they can.
Well, I admire these players. I know it's not easy, although it's also very much, it's a lot of fun playing esports. Now, Alvin, nagkaroon ng balita that a first esports college degree will be introduced in the Philippines by Lyceum of the Philippines University. And this will be a Bachelor of Science in Esports. The other thing is the NCAA is apparently mulling the inclusion of esports in its next season's calendar. How big are these developments for your sport? Dahil alam natin na nung araw, this was just leisure activity, and now it has become almost a profession for all of you.
It is really becoming a profession. Now, before this chatter of a degree for esports, actually, sa game development, we've had a full 4-year baccalaureate course for 10 years.
Wow!
So yeah, so not many
I
people
know, kasi iba yun, coding yan, di ba? Pero yung
coding and building.
Yung ba yung esports degree, yung ba yung tuturuan sila kung paano maglaro ng Mobile Legends? Ganun ba yun?
No, the way I saw the news is it's still being formulated, because before you can come out with any course, you need CHED approval, pare. You need CHED approval. And even if your school has autonomy, you still need CHED approval. And I think they're still undergoing this process, because it's not an easy task, pare, to create and launch a course, to provide proper teachers. I mean, everybody got too excited with it na esports, but and actually, if you read the article again, they offer to teach esports and game development at the same time.
Okay.
I'm sorry. In my professional opinion, as I've been president of the Game Developer Station for 10 years. 10 years, huh? And that's a tough gig to match, pare. Very tough.
All right. Let's go to your role as the team manager of the national team. No. All right. Very successful SEA Games. We won 3 golds, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Clearly, there were many people who watched us. Almost full pack venues during the Southeast Asian Games. And now the IOC is looking at this not only as a demo sport, but hopefully as an actual sport sometime down the road. What do you think? What do you see the future of esports will be pagdating sa mga continental and world games, Alvin?
But this is not it's not theoretical anymore. It's happening, pare. It's happening. It's done. For next year, besides looking at the SEA Games in Vietnam, there's also the Asian Indoor Martial Arts Games, which will be hosted in Thailand. The host country, our very good friend, country partner, Thailand, has requested for esports, and so it's going to happen. Kita mo na yan, ha? So may Asian Indoor Martial Arts Sports na tayo next year. Meron pa tayong SEA Games. And of course, and of course, the Olympics will be there. Medyo packed na in Q3, Q4 next year. And you have the Olympics, and of course, the talk of esports in the Olympics will be there. And everything's happening. So it's boiling. It's really hot right now. In fact, there's a tournament next week.
Oh yeah, I heard about this tournament. Is this yung Mobile Legends Pro League, yan ba yan?
Oh no, that's happening now. That's happening now. The MPL 2020. Yeah, the finals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the tournament next week, Alvin?
Well, we've made small announcements. Feelers pa lang. And the schedule was moved. You see, Razer was our esports partner during the SEA Games. You know, they really they started the inclusion of esports during the SEA Games, and we had such success, I guess, in hosting it. So they wanted to carry on that cooperation. So we're having the first Razer Southeast Asian Invitationals starting on June 29. Yep. 10 countries, pare. 10 countries.
Wow.
Yeah. So we are so happy that these federated events are coming up. At meron pa, there are 2 more this year. Similar events, not country representation, pare. So it's really fun. It's really fun.
I can feel your excitement, and I'm sure many of the gamers are also feeling that, because at this point, wala akong nakikita kung hindi mga naglalaro ng mga esports sa kanilang PC, console, and mobile. All right. We're running out of time here, but let me ask you one final question. With all of these things happening around us, alam naman natin ang COVID-19 is still here. It will be with us for quite some time until we find a vaccine. Do you think esports is the future of sports dito sa ating mundo?
It will certainly help in filling the gap. It will certainly help, and there will be very, very creative executions of esports this 2020, and it might be in other games. Okay, other games that you did not expect. So watch out for it. Watch out for it. We're going to take everyone online, at least for 2020.
Very interesting. Well, we've seen the NBA use NBA 2K to play during the off season. We're seeing the PGA, we're seeing the football leagues doing that. Talaga namang makikita na. Alam mo, inaasahan ko na lang yung magkakatuto yung real steel yung mga robot
I'll work on that. I promise. Racing is also going up right now. A lot of people are watching local racing. Local. Go to JP Tuastan. Yeah, it's fun.
Dapat mag-usap tayo. Alright, Alvin, maraming salamat sa oras mo. It was very interesting, and I'm sure a lot of people are as excited as you are para sa esports. Hindi lang dahil ito yung ginagawa natin lahat, pero dahil alam natin magagaling ang Pilipino, and hahakot pa tayo ng maraming medalya sa international competition.
We will.
Maraming pong salamat sa inyo.
Salamat, Commissioner. Signing out.
Maraming salamat. Yan po, mga kaibigan. si Alvin Huba ng team manager ng national team Sibol para sa esports. Naku, talaga namang napakaraming mga bata, mga naglalaro ngayon yan. Nauubos ng panahon. Tingnan niyo yung kanilang screen time. Yun ang ginagawa. Pero sabi nga natin, that may be the future of sports. Alright mga kaibigan, we will take a quick break. Magbabalik pa po ang Power and Play with Com Noliala. Hatid sa inyo ng Big Boss Cement, Big Boss Atibay in cooperation with Cherilum, ang yerong may aluminum.
Power and Play with Com Noliala.
Sama-sama, tulong-tulong, nating labanan ng COVID-19. Kaya natin to, wag lang matakot. Kung sama-sama, ay walang problema. Labanan ng COVID, labanan ng COVID, kaya natin to.
Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, pumunta sa doh.gov.ph o sundan ang official DOH Facebook page.
Dahil sa patuloy na banta ng COVID-19, patuloy rin po ang paalala ng TV5 management sa mga nais magsumbong kay Raffy Tulfo na hindi pa rin po pahihintulutan ang pagpila sa Action Center sa TV5 Media Center, Reliance Street, Mandaluyong. Para po sa kaligtasan ng lahat, manatili po sa inyong mga tahanan at idulog ang inyong mga reklamo kay Idol Raffy sa pamamagitan ng official Facebook page ng Raffy Tulfo in Action. Maraming salamat po.
Hanggat walang bakuna, malaking banta sa ating kalusugan ng COVID-19. Ingatan ang ating baga laban sa nakamamatay na virus. Ngayong Sabado, alamin kung paano mapananatiling malakas at malusog ang ating baga sa gitna ng COVID-19 pandemic. Perfect Morning with Cheryl Cosim. Sabado, May 30, alas 10 ng umaga sa Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM at 1PH Signal Channel 1.
Transmitting live from our brand new studios at TV5 Media Center and Reliance Mandaluyong. By land, by sea, and on air. Mula sa pinakabaksyong newsroom sa buong bansa. 25,000 watts. Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM. Iwanan mo na ang lumang tunog ng AM. Power and Play with Com Noliala.
Magandang umaga po muli. Naka-mention nagka-problema tayo ng konti. Gusto ko pong batiin uli ang ating mga kaibigan, si Mike Uy, si Jay David, si Aiza Reniva Cruz, and of course si Tita Tina Tan, si partner ko si Chris Tan dito sa Power and Play. And of course, happy advanced birthday kay Eunice Mohe sa June 2. Happy birthday, Eunice. Of course, binabati rin po natin lahat ng mga nakikinig sa atin sa Valenzuela, Antipolo, sa San Pablo at sa Bacoor. Kamusta po kayong lahat dyan sa mga lugar na yan? Ngayon po, gusto natin pasalamatan lamang ang lahat ng ating mga tagapagtaguyod po ng Power and Play with Com Noliala. Siyempre, ang ating mga kaibigan sa Big Boss Cement, Big Boss Atibay. Maraming salamat po kay Engineer Gilbert Cruz at ang kanyang buong staff sa patuloy po na pagsuporta sa Power and Play. Big Boss Cement, ang isa sa mga proyekto nila of course ay suportahan ang mundo ng palakasan. Marami po sila mga sinusuportahan, mga atleta at mga koponan. Again, Big Boss Cement, Big Boss sa Tibay. Marami din po salamat sa Cherilum, ang yerong may aluminum ni paring Elmer Ngo. Alam naman natin ng Cherilum, matagal na rin po supporter yan, lalong-lalo ng mga teams ng University of the East. At yung aming team, yung yung St. Patrick's School. Naku, ang daming tinusuporta ni paring Elmer Ngo. Cherylum, ang Yerong May Aluminum. Marami din po salamat sa Elms Kapihan Kapihan and Bar, yung resto group ng Elms. Again, yung pong roasted garlic chicken nila, yung chicharon bulaklak. Stay home and grab the phone to order your favorite dishes. You can also find us at Food Panda, Elms Kapihan and Bar. Meron po silang mga branches sa Kapitolyo, Pasig. For takeout, just call 02-8350-6906. Sa Kalye Bistro Commonwealth, tawagan lang niyo po ang 8240-2032. Robinsons Navaliches, tawag lang po sa 8234-5554. At sa Poblacion Makati, number nila 8403-9377. Elms Resto Bar and Group, home of fried itik. Alright, and of course, maraming salamat sa Joyride Philippines and ang Happy Move para sa sa kanilang suporta sa Power and Play. Use Joyride Delivery and Pabili when buying from your favorite shops and restaurants. Now at our lowest prices ever. You can book all your delivery needs and we guarantee that your goods will safely reach your destination in no time. Available throughout Metro Manila and parts of Rizal, Cavite, Bulacan, and Laguna. Download now Joyride and Happy Move and enjoy the Joyride Delivery Experience. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga kasama dyan sa Joyride. May mga bago na tayong mga kasama dyan, ang mga kasundo bikers ng Tricycle Group, mga TODA members sa Antipolo City at sa Valenzuela City. Maraming salamat sa inyong suporta. And of course, marami din po salamat sa Maquillage Professional, yung ating official hair and makeup, Maquillage Professional School of Makeup Artistry. Marami din po salamat sa Skin, Face and Body Anti-Aging Center ni Dr. G. Sarmiento and Doc Richie Sarmiento. Have any skin concerns? Skin now has online consultation from Mondays to Saturdays, 3 to 5 p.m. Text with details on your skin concerns, 0917-890-1640. We also accept orders for your needed skincare products. Payment strictly through bank deposit and delivered via Joyride. So maraming po salamat kay Dr. G. Ang kanilang mga outlets ay nasa Alabang Town Center at sa Wilson Street, dyan po sa San Juan, Metro Manila. And of course, lahat po ng patuloy na sumusuporta sa atin, lahat po ng mga nanonood, ang dami po nating mga kaibigan na patuloy na nag-text sa atin. At ito po yung a few na nagsimula na pong nagpadala ng kanilang pulso. Mula po kay Crew Bryan Bagunas, ito medyo mahaba-haba yung kanyang sinabi. Sana lahat ng sports, lalo na kaming mga martial arts instructor, kumakain at may pinakakain din kami. May mga bayaran din at bills sa bahay. Yung GCQ pabor lang sa mga pwede bumalik sa trabaho. Paano naman ang mga sektor na hindi pinapayagang magbukas tulad namin sa gym na nagtatrabaho? Wala na trabaho, wala din ayuda kasi GCQ na. Pero kung hindi naman kami pinayagan pa magbukas, naku, talagang Sir Crew Bryan Bagunas, kami po talagang ramdam na ramdam namin ang inyong paghihirap. Sana nga dahan-dahan na magbukas pati ang mga fitness centers. Ang balita ko, pag naging MGCQ, baka ay magkaroon na po ng development dyan sa side na yan. Alright, meron pa po mga pagbati dito. Bilyar, yan daw yung sinasabi na sa Pulso. Bilyar as a sports at leisure for ordinary people dahil considered naman to as non-contact sport. More power to you, Com Noli, and to Power and Play mula kay Patrick Medina. Alam niyo, mahirap sa bilyar, hahawakan niyo yung bola. Ewan ko yung tisa, di ba? Ewan ko kung yan ay pwede natin gawa ng paraan na meron lamang isang nag-aayos nung nagsiset. Good morning po, Com. Boxing po. Pa-shoutout po sa Katolos and Gonzales family dyan sa Anao Street sa Quezon City. Lagi po silang nakikinig sa inyo. Andy Esmenda po ng Cubao, Quezon City. More power sa Power and Play. Maraming salamat. Sabi nga ni Homer Sison kanina, well, magsisimula na po ang boxing sa June 9 yata. So may mga laban ng nakaset. At alam natin may mga Filipino boxers na tayo na naghahandang lumaban. So dahan-dahan na rin magbabalik ang boxing. Alam natin pagdating sa MGCQ, baka nga magkaroon na ng dahan-dahang gatherings na for sporting events. Abangan natin po ang announcement ng mga yan. Alright, at this point mga kaibigan, we will have another guest at ating pong makakasama ngayon is volleyball royalty. Punta naman tayo sa larangan ng volleyball. He is a member of the Philippine national team, and of course, he has now began to play in the Japanese V-League, kung saan siya ay parte na ng team doon po sa Japan. Ang ating po makakasama ngayon, walang iba kung hindi ang dating MVP ng UAAP, si Bryan Bagunas. Magandang umaga, Bryan.
Good morning po.
Una-una, salamat sa pagsama mo sa amin ngayong araw na to. Alam ko na kararating mo lang a few days ago. Nasa ka ba ngayon? And, kamusta ka?
Yun naman po, okay naman po. Medyo na-stuck lang sa Japan ng konting po. Yung ilang buwan din yun. Po, konting panahon.
Mabutit na nakakuha ka ng paraan para makauwi?
Bali Bali four times po ako nag-rebook po.
Wow.
Bali po, tagal din po ako nag-stay doon. Bali 2 months din po na-stuck. Then after po nung naabutan po kasi ako nung lockdown bago po na-cancel yung yung mga league po namin, yung mga remaining league po.
Okay, so nung panahon na yon naglalaro ka pa? Meron kayong ongoing tournament?
Yes po, meron po kaming bali 2 league pa po. Kasi 3 league po yun eh. Yung liga namin doon, 1 year, 3 league po. So may 2 league pa po kami natitira. Then, nung bali umuwi po talaga ako dito sa sa Pilipinas, nung March 6, umattend po ako ng PSA Award. Then, pagkabalik ko po ng Japan, biglang nag-lockdown na agad. Then, after 3 weeks, doon pa lang po in-announce na cancel na yung mga laro namin. Kaya po yun. Kaya nag-stuck ako doon.
Oo, medyo mahirap din. Bryan, bago natin puntahan yung paglalaro mo sa Japan, alam mo, babasa ako ng tungkol sa iyo.
Yes. Thank you po.
Obviously, marami nang naisulat din tungkol sa iyo. But alam mo, ang hindi masyado na pag-uusapan yung background mo, yung pamilya mo. Okay, alam natin galing ikaw ay taga Batangas City.
Actually, taga Balayan, Batangas po.
Balayan, taga Balayan ka. Taga Balayan, Batangas. Ako Batangas din. Tatay ko taga Tanawan kaya
Tanawan po.
At nanay ko naman sa Lipa. Pero alam mo, gusto namin malaman, yung pamilya mo, meron bang mga volleyball players sa pamilya mo? Kaya,
bali, wala po eh. Ang tatay ko naman po, hindi yung lang, naglalaro lang ng barangay, mga basketball, mga ganun lang.
Oo.
Bali, ako lang po talaga yung po.
Sino naging impluwensya sa iyo para maglaro ng volleyball?
Bali, tatay ko lang din po. Kasi bata pa lang po ako, talagang sinusuportahan niya na po ako maglaro. Nagtatayo niya ako ng maliit na basketball court, parang ganon. Sa basketball po talaga ako unang natuto na sports.
Yun nga ang gusto kong tanungin, napalaghala na ikaw ay nung panahon ng high school, naglalaro both volleyball at basketball.
Yes po.
Okay, ang tanong ko is, magaling ka bang basketball player? Kasi matangkad ka eh. I'm sure you're very athletic. Sa level ng basketball mo,
kahit pa paano makakashoot naman.
Pang varsity ka ba?
Kahit pa paano makakashoot naman po.
Hindi kasi, bakit volleyball ang napili mo over basketball na alam naman natin, ang basketball ay napaka-popular nung panahon na yun. At bakit mo napili ang volleyball imbis na basketball?
Bali nung po kasi, sa intrams po kasi yun, 2 po yung sinalihan ko. So yun na po, basketball and volleyball. Then, dun po kumukuha ng selection. So, hindi po ako nakuha ng selection doon as a basketball player. Then, nakita po ng potential naman sa volleyball kasi matangkad daw nga po. Eh, doon po ako nagtuloy-tuloy. Eh, gusto ko pong sumali sa sports. Kaya po, kahit volleyball, pinatus ko na po.
Okay. So, okay. Nung panahon na yun, anong eskwelahan mo sa high school?
Balayan National High School po.
Balayan National High School. At sino naging una mong coach sa Balayan National High School?
Ang una ko po naging coach ay si Sir Ladi De Jesus. Ayun po.
Okay. And malaki bang natutunan mo sa kanya, lalong-lalo na sa sistema, yung organized volleyball sa una mong coach?
Bali nung high school po kasi ako, papalit-palit po yung coach eh. Kasi yung hindi po ganun ka-suportado yung volleyball sa Pag po mga provincial, like yung ganun niya po, parang hindi pa maayos yung program. Parang lang po, parang maglalaro ka lang talaga. Parang po. Pero marami rin po ako natutunan as yung mga basic po, yung mga kung paano maglaro talaga ng volleyball. Kasi basketball talaga yung nilalaro ko po eh.
Oh. Alright. Alam mo, last week, nung kamakalwa, 2 weeks ago, nakausap namin si Eliza Valdez. At sabi rin niya, nung siya ay naglalaro sa Batangas, alam naman natin, taga San Juan naman siya, no? Actually, ang nire-recruit sa kanila was Kim Fajardo, hindi talaga siya. Pero nabigyan siya naging interesado siya, nabigyan siya ng card.
Okay.
After that daw, naging history na. Ikaw, paano ka na-scout? Ikaw ba talaga ang tinitingnan nila o marami kayo? Paano ka na-scout back in 2014 ng National University?
Bali po, noong 2014 po, doon lang po ako nakaabot ng palarong pambansa. Kasi palagi pong ang dami po kasing liga para makaabot ng palarong pambansa eh. Then ayun po, sa palarong pambansa po ako nakita nung coach po namin sa inyo. So, naglakas loob lang po siyang parang kausapin ako. Kasi ako po wala po akong idea sa sa Manila. Like yun sa mga UAAP school po. Kasi wala talaga akong alam po dyan. Bala ko talaga after nun, mag-aaral lang po talaga. Then, tulong lang sa sabungan namin. Po kasi yung pamilya ko yung mga yung mga magsasabong sa Batangas.
Okay. So talagang, kumbaga, ang gusto mo makatulong lamang dyan sa inyong bayan, pero nakita ka, meron pa bang ibang mga eskwelahan sa Maynila na nag-offer sa iyo sa volleyball or di kaya even for basketball? Meron ba nag-offer sa iyo, Brian?
Yes po, bali nung high school po ako, bali may gustong kumuha naman sa akin sa Mapua basketball po. Yun lang sa basketball. Pero sa volleyball po, marami po nung palarong pambansa. Doon po ako nakitaan ng
bakit yun yung napili mo?
Po sa palarong pambansa.
Bakit
like
yun
yung mga FEU po, po, UST.
So,
marami po
yung mga team na nag-offer sa iyo includes UST. Ngayon, bakit NU ang napili mo, Brian?
Bali, that time po kasi talagang wala po akong idea sa So parang mag-aaral lang talaga ako. Pero yung NU po, talagang willing silang kunin ako Talagang nagpunta po sila sa sa amin sa Balayan Batangas. Pinuntahan po ako ng head coach ng NU, then yung assistant coach po. Then ayun po, talagang kinausap po yung family ko na talagang willing silang kunin ako and alagaan po sa NU po. That's why, siguro po, kaya po napaka-oo din yung family ko po. Then, may one thing pa po na may kakilala po yung parents ko po doon, yung vice president po ng academic po ata. Kaya po, kaya na po nila ako Manila.
Okay. Napunta ka sa NU, first 2 years mo, medyo frustrating dahil nag-runner-up kayo. Finally, nag-campion kayo, yung season 80, season 81.
Season 80 and 81 po.
Anong naging mga susi sa pag-develop niyo, pag-improve ng team? Ano sa tingin mo ang naging rason kung bakit ngayon very dominant na ang NU volleyball program?
Siguro yung ko po nung first 2 years ko po is talagang yung batch ko po as in ang babata po So, yung mga senior ko po kasi dati, sabay-sabay po nag-graduate. Sobrang dami po nila, 7 ata. Tapos, kami po mga natira, first year, second year. Yun lang po. So, parang wala pa po yung maturity. Then, yung mga hindi pa masyado nakukuha yung sistema talaga. So, yun, habang nagtatagal po, nakukuha na po namin yung sistema ng coaching staff. Then, ayun po, laking naitulong po yung training camp namin sa ibang bansa. Sa Japan po. Then,
Kaya ka rin, okay, pag-usapan natin yung Japan. Sabi mo nga, na-expose ka sa Japan dahil sa training camp na hatid ng NU. Now, ngayon, naglalaro ka sa Japanese V-League, sa Oita Miyoshi team, no?
yes po.
Paano ka na-scout? Doon pa, nung panahon ba na nag-training camp kayo, kaya ka nakita ng Oita Miyoshi?
Meron na po silang idea about po sa akin. Yun nga po, nagti-training camp kami doon. Then, yung Oita Miyoshi po is, nagpunta rin po dito. Nanood po sila ng ng UAAP. So, doon din po sila nag-scout. Then, ayun po, doon na po nag-start na kinontak nila ako and yung head coach po namin, si Coach Dante. Then, doon na po nagsimula na usap-usap po.
Okay. Paki-describe mo sa amin ang kontrata mo, Bryan, sa Oita Miyoshi. Gaano katagal ang kontrata mo?
Bali, ang contract ko
kung gaano kalaki ba ang kinikita mo dyan? Ika nga, mga benepisyo mo. Hindi sa ilalagay kita sa ano. Pero ba, sulit pa yung pagpunta mo dyan. O, sige.
Yung naman, contract ko po doon is 2 years po. Then, matatapos po ng 2021. Then, ayun po, maayos po yung nila, supportan nila talaga sa akin. Then, inaalagaan talaga nila ako. Libre pagkain, libre apartment.
Ano meron dyan? Apartment, pagkain, sweldo.
Sweldo po.
Meron ka bang binibigay sa iyo kabuhayan?
Wala pa naman po. Pero may balak sila eh.
Okay. And kamusta naman ang buhay sa Japan? At ang paglalaro sa Japan?
Ayun po, maayos naman kasi marami po natututunan. Then, yung mga nakakalaban namin po is mga Olympic player talaga eh. So, talagang mag-i-improve ka po. Then, ayun po, sobrang babait ng mga tao and sobrang approachable nila. Kaya, madaling pakisamahan po. Kaya, sobrang sarap mamuhay doon.
Meron na quote sa iyo na ibang-iba ang training technique na nakukuha mo sa Oita Miyoshi sa Japan compared sa nakuha mong training dito sa Pilipinas. Paki-explain mo ano ba ang kaibahan at bakit lalo ka pang gumagaling, Bryan?
Para sa akin po is yung talagang sa Japan po is technique. Parang kahit hindi ka masyadong malakas, basta marunong kayong mga techniques po na ginagawa nila. Then, may isa pa po talaga yung basic po. Pag hindi ka pa magaling talaga dyan sa basic niyan, hindi po sila mag-advance sa isang skills ulit. So, para mag-focus muna ulit sa basic, bago po mag-advance sa kabilang skills naman po. Yun po talagang nagfo-focus po sila sa bawat skills muna.
Okay.
Then, yung talagang parang pang-world na rin po talaga yung kanilang sistema. Yung parang pang-world classic po ba ng volleyball. Parang modern talaga po.
And nakakakuha ka naman ng enough playing time. Nakakapaglaro ka naman. Kahit paano, kahit bago ka, you're given playing time sa inyong bagong kupunan.
Yes po. Bali, simula po nung league, ako na po yung ginagamit nila.
Okay. Very good. Alright. Bryan, alam mo, inevitable na kayo ni Mark Espejo ay laging ihahambing. Dahil magkaribal nung araw sa UAAP, at kayo rin naman ay nagkasama sa national team ngayon na nagbigay ng silver medal sa ating bansa.
Yes,
inevitable yung comparison na yun. So, paki-describe mo nga sa amin, anong klaseng tao o kalaro si Mark Espejo bilang isang karibal at bilang isang teammate?
Bilang isang karibal, sobrang all-around po talaga ni Mark eh. So parang nagagawa niya lahat eh. Magaling siya rumeceive, may service siya, tapos sobrang talino niya po maglaro. Talagang mapapawaw ka na lang pag nakakalaban mo siya eh. Parang pag siya na yung nasa harapan, ano kaya gagawin namin? Parang eto na naman siya. Sobrang hirap po niyang pigilan talaga kasi sobrang taas na po na experience niya sa paglalaro talaga ng volleyball. Parang tinatawag na pinanganak ata to para mag-volleyball talaga eh. Ayun po. Tapos bilang
Pero
kakampiyon po,
yan.
sobrang ano lang niya, sobrang relax lang niya sa loob ng court, sobrang gaan. Then parang pag nadadown na yung team, parang siya yung gagawa ng paraan para maiangat yung team. Parang i-smile lang siya, parang ganyan po. Sobrang ano niya, sobrang sarap kasama sa loob ng court. Then nag-ano lang siya. Pag kailangan ng puntos, magbibigay talaga siya po. Sobrang sarap.
Well, alam natin na kahit papaano, alam ng tao na kayang-kayang tumbasan ang galing ni Mark ng isang Bryan Bagunas. yan ay para sa benepisyo ng Philippine National Team. But talking about that, Bryan, ano ang posisyon mo dito sa pinag-uusapan ngayong unity ng Philippine Volleyball? Na pagsasamahin na yung mga liga, hopefully pati ang mga iba't ibang men's leagues ay pwede na magsama-sama. Ano sa tingin mo dapat gawin para ito ay matuloy?
Feeling ko is unity lang po talaga kasi once na matuloy po yan, mas aangat po yung Philippine Volleyball. So parang mas makikita po ng world, ng FIVB na yan. Mas makikita po yan kasi mas lalaki po yung liga. So mas mag-i-improve po yung mga player, magkaka-interesado talaga yung ibang player na hindi na pumunta ng ibang bansa para lang maglaro. Parang mag-stay lang po sila dito. Yun po,
Very nice.
para sa akin, mas gaganda po yung programa ng volleyball dito once na magsama-sama po or magka-unity po sa volleyball.
Very good. That's well said. Ngayon, we have a few minutes na lang, Bryan. Alam natin na karamihan ng sports ay hindi pa rin pwede maglaro.
Oo nga po
Mga pinapayagan na yung mga outdoor sports, pero ang team sports ay hindi pa. Although nakikita na natin dahan-dahan bumubukas na sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo.
Yes.
Sa tingin mo ba ang volleyball dapat payagan para magsimula na? Dahil unang-una, hindi naman contact sport. Do you think it should restart dito sa ating bansa?
Para sa akin po pwede na rin po mag-start pero pwede rin hindi. Kasi as of now po, dumadami yung case. Yun nga po, parang dumadami yung case po. Tapos parang rin po parang nakakatakot din po na parang magsugal po yung kasi health mo rin naman yung nakasalalay doon. Then, meron din naman pong iba na pwedeng ituloy kasi yun lang po yung pinagkukuhanan ng kita ng tao po. Parang sobrang naano na po sila, parang nabubrok na talaga.
Ay, alam mo, ang sports naman, alam naman natin na ito ay senyales ng pagbabalik sa irregular nating schedule. No? So sana nga paano mapagbigyan. Pero kagaya na sinabi mo, dapat yan ay gawin kapag ligtas na lahat ng mga manlalaro. Bryan, maraming salamat sa oras mo.
Thank you din po sa pag-invite po.
Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan and I'm sure hindi pa ito huling beses na tayo magkikita.
Thank you po. Thank you sa pag-invite po.
Yan po mga kaibigan, si Bryan Bagunas, ang Philippine Sports Writers Association awardee ng Mr. Volleyball for this year. Talaga namang a talent to look out for in the next few years para sa Philippine Volleyball Program. Alright, we will take a quick break. Sa aming pagbabalik, makakasama po natin ang mga arkitekto ng Grand Slam ng San Miguel back in 1989, Coach Norman Black and Don Ramon Fernandez. Sa pagbabalik po ng Power and Play, hatid sa inyo ng Big Boss Cement in cooperation with Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Panatilihing malinis ang ating katawan. Resistensya natin ay dapat palakasin. Sama-sama, tulong-tulong, nating labanan ng COVID-19. Kaya natin to, wag lang matakot. Kung sama-sama ay walang problema. Palagi ang maghugas ng mga kamay gamit ang sabon at malinis na tubig. Sama-sama, tulong-tulong, Ating labanan ng COVID-19, kaya natin to, wag lang matakot. Kung sama-sama ay walang problema. Sa may sakit, ika'y dumistansya para di ka mahawa. Kung uubo at babahing, bibig at ilong iyong takpan. Sama-sama, tulong-tulong, ating labanan ng COVID-19. Kaya natin to, wag lang matakot. Kung sama-sama ay walang problema. Labanan ng COVID, kaya natin to.
Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, pumunta sa doh.gov.ph o sundan ang official DOH Facebook page.
Mga magulang, alam naming stress na kayo sa pagsubok na dala ng COVID-19. Pero inyong tandaan na hindi kayo nag-iisa. Para maiwasan ang stress, maglaan ng oras kada araw para magpahinga at gumawa ng libangan. Makipagkwentuhan at kumustahan rin sa inyong mga anak. Makatutulong ito upang maibsan ang stress o pangamba na maaaring nararamdaman nila. Alagaan ang sarili at maging panatag para sa inyong mga anak. Sa inyo sila umaasa sa panahon ng krisis kagaya nito. Panatilihing positibo ang inyong pananaw. Tayong lahat ay magkakasama sa pagharap sa COVID-19. Isang paalala mula sa Save the Children.
Ang oras, 9:35. Oras sa Radyo 5 ay hatid sa inyo ng Fuji Denso.
Fuji Denso Home and Commercial Appliances, where you get reliable, durable, and energy-saving features in all our products. So choose wisely. Choose Fuji Denso. Fuji Denso is available in all leading appliance stores nationwide. Fuji Denso, quality above all.
Power and play with Noli Iyala.
Hello to Maring Dines Regner na nanonood po sa atin at si Paring Al. Kamusta rin po kay Efren Argame. Ito na, malapit na si Coach Norman at si Ramon Fernandez. And of course, kay John Kidd na nagtatanong, what's your username sa WGT? Barbuster17. Hanapin mo yan, may banderang Pilipinas sa esports. Alright mga kaibigan, tuloy-tuloy po tayo sa Power and Play. I think we're getting ready to bring to you, well, alam nyo, uso nga yung nagbabalik na. Last week, nakausap natin yung Pure Foods Big 3 na si Jojo Lastimosa, Alvin Patrimonio at saka si Jerry Cordillera. Well, today, sinubukan nating kunin lahat po ng mga nakasama ng 1989 San Miguel Beer Grand Slam. But obviously, ang dalawa sa pinakamalaking arkitekto noon ay makakasama natin ngayon. Walang iba kundi ang kanilang coach ng panahon na yon and still the current coach of the Meralco Bulls, Coach Norman Black, at ang kanilang superstar back then, si Ramon Fernandez na ngayon po ay PSC Commissioner. Magandang umaga. Good morning, Coach Norman. Good morning, Mon.
Good morning,
Coach.
Good morning, Mom. How are you? Noli,
So much.
why aren't you wearing your cap, Norman?
Yeah, because I'm having white hair, Mon. Kaya ganyan.
I need one. Meet you a little bit. You're Norman, you're blaring our sides, you know? How are you, buddy?
Hello. Okay, let me begin this. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be fun. Pero unahin ko muna, in your capacity, in your individual capacities, Mon, obviously, next sa Monday, sa PSC, we're already going to be GCQ. Is it going to be full force now for the PSC on Monday?
No, still there are going to be some just the key essential employees, staff that are going in. You must remember, Noli, that our head office is just beside the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, and at the back is the Ninoy Aquino Multipurpose Stadium. Both are COVID facilities. So medyo stricto ng masyado doon in that area.
I just want to get your reaction, Mon, about the stipend. According sabi sa news na the PSC daw will cut the stipend or allowances ng athletes and ang mga foreign coaches will be ending their contract. Ano ba ang development dyan, Commissioner Mon?
Yeah, with regards to the coaches and the athletes, we want them to be receiving still their allowances all the way to December. So to be able to do that, to sustain that, we have to cut it to 50%. you must remember, Noli, the source of their allowances and their allowances is from PAGCOR, and we know that since the middle of March, PAGCOR has stopped operations, no? So we will have to base their allowances on what we receive from the PSC will receive from PAGCOR. No?
Okay. So hopefully ma-restore ito pagka nabuo na ang contribution ng PAGCOR.
Definitely.
Norman,
Definitely.
all right. Coach Norman, let me just go to you very quickly. I know it's I'm sure you're tired of waiting.
Yes.
And still don't have any news about the PBA. But how is the team? How are you keeping the boys sharp and in shape during this entire pandemic?
Well, we've been keeping in touch with the players, Noli, and making sure as much as possible that they try to stay in shape during the break. We have our trainers giving them programs that they have to follow depending on where they live, because what they can do and cannot do, it really depends on whether they live in a village or whether they live in a condo. So the programs have been patterned for the players depending on where they are staying right now. And of course, the players report back to the trainers exactly their weights and the different training that they're doing. They send back videos of the training that they're doing. In addition to that, we're raring to go. I mean, as soon as we get the okay, we'll have rapid testing for our players, and we'll, try to get back on the court as quickly as we are allowed. That's really the thing. Once the government allows us to get back to practice, we'll be ready to go immediately. So if they say we can practice tomorrow, we'll be back on the court 2 days from now. So it really depends on when they give us the okay. But I think the main thing we've been doing right now is taking care of the safety of the players and the safety of their families to make sure they're all okay. And then as soon as we're given the okay to play, we'll be back on the court.
Okay. Let me go to, let me go now to your careers back in the 80s, especially during those times, good days, where the two of you were part of that 1989 Grand Slam team of San Miguel Beer. Last week we had the trio of Alvin, Jerry, and Jojo on the show. But before I go to the 1989 year, in 1981, Norm, you came here as an import. You played for Teflon. Obviously, a lot of things have been written. So much has been talked about your coming here. But let me ask you, what was your first impression of Ramon Fernandez, who at the time was perhaps a guy who was already dominating the league? Let me ask you first. When you first played against him, what was your first impression, Norm?
My first year against Mon, I wasn't too happy with him. He probably doesn't even remember this. He actually gave me a shot in my groin area. And I ended up chasing him down the court, because I really wanted to get to him. But my experience with the Ramon and also with the Toyota team was they were the best team in the league along with Crispa. They were the team that everybody wanted to beat. Ramon Fernandez was the best player in the league at that time. We actually beat them my first year. He might not even remember this. I played for Teflon because he didn't lose too much with Toyota, but I played for Teflon. It was the first time ever Teflon had beaten Toyota. And that was a great experience. I remember the article the next day in the papers was early Christmas for Teflon because we had beaten Toyota, so we had a Christmas present early. But my experience with Mon was he was tough. He was talented. He could really play the game. There's always a lot of talk about who's the best player between Ramon Fernandez and Fajardo, and I'm very, prejudiced and biased towards Mon. But he was just multi-talented. I mean, it wasn't the fact that he could just score, but he led the league in almost every category. So it was tough playing against him. It was tough playing against the Toyota teams.
All right. Mon, on the other hand, how would you rank Norman among the imports that you ever guarded? I mean, you guarded many terrific imports, and obviously Norman was one of those that was assigned to you. Pero how did you find playing against Norman the very first time you played against him?
Well, he wasn't named Mr. 100% for nothing. So you really have to be really tough and in shape to run after him and guard him. But of course, it's really impossible to stop him. You want to limit him, that's the best you can do, I suppose. So.
All right. Let's move to 1988. Itong taon na to, this was the year where you started as rivals, you ended up as teammates, and that was the time when mid-season Ramon joined San Miguel Beer. Was there a honeymoon period between the two of you? When Mon came to the team, Norman, was there some kind of, okay, I'll give you a break first, or were you concerned, the two of you, were you concerned about chemistry issues for the team? I'll start with you, Norman.
Well, I always tell this story because I do a lot of public speaking, and I talk about Mon a lot. And in 1988 first conference, we actually beat Pure Foods in the championship. I was an import. I played against David Thurkill. Mon was the coach, just like myself. We were both player coaches. And we played against each other in that series. It was a 7-game series and went right down to the wire. I mean, anybody could have won the series. And San Miguel ended up coming out on top. And in between conferences, I get a call from Mr. Nono Ibaseta, who was our manager at that time, or actually he was the board of governor. And he told me that we're thinking about trading for Ramon Fernandez. And of course, that trade took place because we had Abid Udavin, who also was a very, very good player and helped us win a couple of championships. He helped us win the third conference in 87, the first conference in 88. And all of a sudden, we're going to trade him. But when I sat down with Mr. Ibaseta, he explained to me that he thought in the long run that Mon would be a better fit for the team. So we made the trade. And of course, when Mon came in, we had been to war for the last 7 years. So, of course, we're guarding each other. We're calling each other names. We're battling each other every year. And all of a sudden, he's going to be my teammate. But I always tell this story because I remember when Mon first joined, and he might not remember this, but we actually practiced in Morocco gym during this time, where I am right now. I'm still in Morocco at this moment. But we practiced in Morocco gym, and I remember talking to Mon the first time, trying to explain that, hey, we've been to war with each other, but now we got to win some championships together. And I remember him saying, hey, let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's go out and get it done. Let's win as many championships as we can. And it helped a lot because he has always been a winner. And people don't realize, I think Mon has over 20 championships in the PBA as a player. Yeah. So, third conference, we played against Bobby Parks and Derek Rowland in Formula Shell in the championship. We won that third conference. Of course, the rest is history in 1989. Yeah. Mon and his teammates went on to win the Grand Slam. The height limits for imports was set at 6'1" and 6'3", so I was not able to play as a player, but I was coaching that team. So it ended up being a great trade for us. A great trade for San Miguel.
Okay. Let me ask you, Mon. Obviously you came in San Miguel at mid-season, Mon, and at the time the core of the San Miguel team was still the NCC. They had a terrific lineup then. Did you think at the time that when you came in, this is now my team as an alpha dog, or were you concerned about chemistry at all?
Not really, Noli. We players have that certain understanding among one another. We have that, what do you call it? How do I say it? What do I say it? But we have that certain chemistry that would be easy to work with everybody. Basically, the major problem with regards to chemistry is the ego of the players. No, so we were just lucky. We were just lucky that everybody their head was in the right place. So chemistry was really never my problem. Playing for 4 or 5 different teams, no. Maybe perhaps with management there were some kinks, but seldom the players, Noli.
Okay. Well, given your experience, I'm sure napakadali ng transition because you've been with several teams even before you got to San Miguel. Now, let's go to 1989, Norman and Ramon. You had a winning percentage of over 70%, 50-21 record during that year. You were so dominant. what was so special with that team? Unahin kita muna, Mon. What was so special with the 1989 team of San Miguel Beer?
Well, it was complete. I was very lucky that I joined the team that was complete from management down to the ball boy. Everybody was in one page all the time. So without any pun intended, we would joke around na maski na ball boy ang mag-coach noong team na yon, mag-champion without pun intended, as I said, it was so complete, and the boys, the NCC boys, were so disciplined. We got their training right from Ron Jacobs, and me, I would like to believe that me and Norman were lucky to be in the team.
You had a terrific team, Norman Elmer Reyes, Franz Pumaren, you got Alfie Almario, the late Alfie Almario, there was Samboy, Alvin, Tonichi Oturi, Ives, Hec Calmo, of course, Ricky Cui, and then you've got your veterans. You've got Mon, Ricky Brown, Jeffrey Graves, and your rookies, Ato, Agustin, and Bob Jose. That was a team, and even Nelson Asaytono, right, back in 1989. So that was a team that looked like a team that was so solid. Were you expecting a Grand Slam to be those?
Well, we won the first conference, and we won the All-Filipino. We had a bump in the road in the third conference. We brought in a guy by the name of Keith Smart to be our import, because we were not only lucky with the local players, and of course we did have the nucleus of the NCC team, and of course Mon was in. He reinforced us. Ricky Brown was there. We had a rookie in Otto Augustine who ended up being a great player. But at the same time, we had very good imports. I mean, Michael Phelps was no joke. I mean, every time he touched the ball, the crowd would already start yelling 3 because they knew he was going to make a three-pointer. He was that good. And then in the third conference, we had Keith Smart. But I believe it was about our third or fourth practice with Keith Smart, he tore his groin muscle. And all of a sudden, the Grand Slam was up in the air. Nobody knew if we were going to be able to win the Grand Slam because of his injury. And we got lucky. I mean, we brought in a guy by the name of Enos Watley.
Enos Watley, that's right.
Super efficient. I mean, not only did he have a great attitude, he worked hard in practice, but he rarely made turnovers, and he shot about 60% from the floor. I mean, somebody who was tailor-made for this team. And with his entrance into the team, he actually led us to the championship in that third conference. But it was not easy. Believe me, Mon knows that. It was tough all along the way. I mean, maybe we lost 21 games, but we could have lost a lot more. And the team really worked hard in practice. And I want to just comment on something Mon said. One of the things that really helped us was the chemistry of the team. The players got along well. They worked hard in practice every day. Ramon Fernandez worked hard in practice every day. I mean, you talk about all those shots. I don't know all the names they had, the elegant shot, the Kili shot, the whatever, the El Presidente shot, all those shots. But Mon used to practice those shots in practice. I mean, it wasn't just happening in the game. And he led by example. Everybody worked hard in practice, and it ended up being that because we did get along well, I don't think we had any instances in practice or off the court where we had any problems. Every now and then I had to get on top of Evis Dignadice, but other than that, we were pretty smooth as far as how the team would run. And you could see it on the court. When these guys got on the court, I mean, they really played well together. Offensively, we didn't really have that much of an offense. We just scored. Defensively, we weren't really that, structured. We just defended and helped one another. And that was really the key to the team.
All right. I mean, I want to put your Grand Slam in proper perspective. During that year, there were only 6 teams in the PBA. And, obviously, previous year, there was only 6 teams as well. And Pure Foods came in as a replacement for Tanduay at that time. Now, did you feel any kind of implicit urgency among the players and the teams to play better? Because obviously the PBA was struggling prior to that year, and then a shot in the arm with the entrance of super rookies, and then a Grand Slam. Was that a big turning point for the PBA, you think, Mon? And was there like an urgency na maglaro tayo na mahusay kasi baka problema ang PBA at this time.
Yes, and not really, because we all know how crazy we Filipinos are about basketball, Noli. No? If one league dies, another league will usually really come up. No, we all know how popular basketball and how much it is followed here in the Philippines. But of course, there was a change of the political environment at the time. Bago pa lang, everybody was adjusting. So, but I never was really worried that the PBA would die a natural death, no? Considering that the PBA, the team exposure in the league, really helped them to become household word in the community. No, the return of their investment as far as advertising is concerned was really that high. No, so I wasn't really worried.
Okay. No, when you look back during that year, and again, putting the Grand Slam in perspective, what did the Grand Slam mean to the PBA and to your career as well?
Well, you mentioned about the 6 teams. Obviously, I came in '81, so I sort of transitioned there, not just on the basketball court, but also off the basketball court with all the things that were happening in the Philippines at that time. I'll just put it this way, Noli. Just look at the old games and check out the crowds.
I know.
The place was jam-packed.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't breathe in those gyms. We were playing in Phil Sports at that time, Phil Sports Arena, and you couldn't breathe in there. You would come in 2 hours early before the game would start. I mean, the first game in the upper area would already be full. I mean, people would get there to the games early. They really supported the league. Remember, we had a lot of personalities in the league. Mon was one of them, but remember, we had Sonny Jaworski also, who had a big following with the Ginebra San Miguel team, and the people really supported the league. What was good about the '89 season for the league was basically, like Mon mentioned earlier, the team of Ron Jacobs, the NCC team, was brought in by Danding Kawanko, and when they were brought in, that nucleus stayed together. That's the team that I coached, okay? And they were young guys. So all of a sudden you had the veterans that came from the early 80s, like Mon and Sonny and some other guys, but then now you had these younger guys coming in along with Jojo Lastimosa, Jerry Castanera, Alvin Patrimonio. All these guys were coming in. So you had the mix of these great veterans who were so popular coming in with all these young guys, and all of a sudden the league was in a situation where it actually could explode again and become very, very popular.
Well, you know,
Noli,
obviously, yes.
To add to that, that's why they formatted the All-Stars to rookies and sophomores against the juniors and the seniors. No,
the veterans.
That's rookie talents came in during that period.
Yeah. All right. You know, now we're talking about that team, the 1989 team, was truly a remarkable feat. Do you believe that to be considered as in the conversation as the greatest team, a team must win a Grand Slam, or overbloated? I mean, it's overhyped. In that particular conversation of being the greatest team, one of the greatest teams in the PBA, Mon. Kailangan ba manalo ng Grand Slam?
Well, to be really considered a great team, you've got to experience winning a Grand Slam, definitely. As Norman said earlier, it's so damn hard to win a championship, no? There are a lot of factors that must be in place, no? Usually, sa experience ko in the 20 years that I played, usually ang nakakapigil ng Grand Slam are injuries to key players, import selection, and one of the factors also that I failed to mention that we were lucky with Norman as coach there, he can talk to understand the imports. He knows which import we need for a team, and he can talk to them in the same language. No? So that was a big advantage also for us. He knew their history, even way back in the States. So we get the good import, so except for perhaps with what happened to Keith Mart, that may injuries, no? But as far as quality imports is concerned, that we're nakakalamang kami because of Norman also.
Norman?
Well, yeah, I know there's a lot of debate about the current San Miguel team, that they're a great team, but they haven't won the Grand Slam yet. And whether you like to admit it or not, that is the standard. I mean, you have to win 3 straight conferences for you to win a Grand Slam and for you to be known as a Grand Slam team. You can ask Baby DeLupin, he's not here anymore, but you can ask Tommy Minolto, Tim Cohn. Any coach who's coached a Grand Slam team knows how difficult it is to win a Grand Slam. We know the pressure involved, that even if you win those first 2 conferences, if you don't win that 3rd one, you basically didn't do anything. That's the way people feel about you. So, yeah, it takes a lot of greatness to win 3 straight. I mean, in the case of Mon, we actually won more than 3 straight. I think we won 4 straight.
That's right.
We won the last conference in 1988, and then we won the Grand Slam. So,
and the first time, Norman, the first time that San Miguel won the All Filipino, I'm proud of that.
That's correct. Mon is correct about that. That was the first time we won the All Filipino, and that was my first All Filipino title at the same time.
Yeah. Well, guys, you know, I have run out of time, and there's so many. I have so many questions to ask you right here. But, you know, our show is not enough to relive all your greatness. But I'd like to thank you, and I'm sure we'll have a second part to this. I'd like to thank you for your time today, and we'll continue talking, especially when the crisis is over. Maraming salamat, Mon and Norman, for your time.
Good to see you, Mon.
Good to see you, Norman. See you around when this bullshit is over.
Okay. All right, Noli. Thank you. Huh?
Bye.
Take care. Stay safe, everybody.
Yan po mga kaibigan, ang ating mga paboritong mga iniidolo. Don Ramon Fernandez and Coach Norman Black ng Grand Slam team ng San Miguel Pier. Ako, nag-overtime na tayo. Bago kami umalis, gusto ko lang pong pinangakuan ko itong batiin si Ami, Lea, and Luz and Pat, mga kapatid po ni Al Noel. Good morning sa inyong lahat. Kinakamusta rin po natin si Lulut. Oh yeah, si Lulut Noel Mariano. Hello, paring Noli, sabi niya. Alright, mga kaibigan, nagtatapos na naman ang Power and Play. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Coming right up, Perfect Morning with Cheryl Cosim. Sa lahat po sa inyo na patuloy na sumusuporta sa Power and Play, maraming salamat po. Stay safe, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Happy Sports Weekend, mga kapatid.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala. Game over na! Next Saturday ulit, Noli Iyala Power and Play sa Radyo 5 92.3 News FM.
Panatilihing malinis ang ating katawan. Resistensya natin ay dapat palakasin. Sama-sama, tulong-tulong, nating labanan ng COVID-19. Kaya natin to, wag lang matakot. Kung sama-sama ay walang problema. Palagi ang